Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Olympic Ultras podcast. I'm Nate.
Hi, Mike.
And this is episode 26 already this season, which has gone extremely quickly, but also extremely slow due to rain delays.
Yeah, you're right. It's the blink of an eye. All of a sudden, it's August this weekend.
Yep.
We're nearing the end of the season, which is probably officially the end of August.
Yeah, because the finals start early September.
So when you think about it, we've got 5 weeks, really, of league football.
Yeah. And a couple of cups.
Go, and a couple of cups, and then it's full time.
Yep.
Another season.
Another season goes, but as of right now, we're going to be looking back at the Gold Coast Knights men's game and the Brisbane City Oz Cup game. There were no women's games over the weekend due to, we'll touch on that a little bit later. And then we're going to be looking forward to Penn Power and Virginia United, as well as Brisbane Royal Youth and Brisbane City yet again. Don't forget, if you want to keep up to date with our podcast and our journey, make sure you're following us on Instagram and YouTube on OlympicFC_Ultras, and check out our Spotify, which is Olympic Ultras Podcast. Cool. Let's kick off. In the first half, as we always do, we're going to talk about the women's game. Unfortunately, the Cap Pro Series final was postponed, which is a real shame because I was really looking forward to this match.
Yeah, although it rained quite heavily.
Yeah.
I still think the pitch was okay to play.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we weren't there, but...
No. But, you know, what reports I heard, yes, there was water on the pitch, but it's a cup final, for goodness sake. You know, how can you just shift a cup final?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Hopefully Football Queensland will do the smart thing and postpone it till probably maybe the last game of the season.
How do you do that? Football Queensland is smart in the
I know, but it's not a smart thing. Hell, they'll probably fucking play it on a Wednesday night. But keep an eye out for that because they still haven't released the new date.
We'll let you know as soon as we know.
Make sure you're following us on all our socials because we'll post all about it all over again. I don't think we'll redo the podcast special. We might post it again.
Watch this space. You never know what we might get.
Yeah, exactly right.
We might go down that journey and down that track, and we might sort of chat to a couple of young.
We'll talk to our contacts in Olympic.
Yeah, we'll talk to your people, and we'll make a decision.
And we'll see where we go from there. So we'll let you know. We'll make sure that we keep you up to date with everything that we're doing.
Sure.
Moving into, we got 2 games to preview. One is the round 15 against Penn Power. AJ Kelly, up in Peninsula Power, unfortunately. 7:15 p.m. kickoff on the Saturday, the 2nd of August. We won this fairly handily last time, a 5-0 run out.
We did.
Eva, Sophia, and a hat-trick from Sarah Daly.
Wow, Sarah Daly.
Sarah, has she scored a hat-trick yet, Daly? So there's no Sarah for this one, but it will be the return of Jess Curran, who, of course, didn't happen, but couldn't play on the weekend.
No.
Because of cup tied and things like that. No, she was cup tied. She was cup tied against Eastern Suburbs. My apologies.
Yes.
So many games of football.
I know.
Well over 50 at this point of the season.
Yeah, so,
So Jess Curran returns. Hopefully, Charlie. I haven't heard an update from Charlie.
Same with Vicky. I'm not too sure.
And Vicky.
Vic wanted to come back last weekend. She felt good enough to come back last weekend, or that previous game. Hopefully with the break, that give her 2 weeks more recovery time. I think Cam was looking forward to bringing it in the Logan game, at the Logan home game.
That's right. Logan Lightning was another game that got cancelled.
Yeah, so hopefully that'll give her a couple of weeks to get back on the pitch. So looking forward to, as you said, Jess coming back, Vic coming back, Charlie coming back in full strength.
Yeah.
So some positives ahead.
Yeah, definitely. Peninsula Power's had a couple of interesting last 5. They've sort of turned it around, I guess. 2 draws, a loss, and 2 wins. So a 2-2 draw against Southwest Queensland Thunder at home, which is a hell of a result for Southwest Queensland Thunder, to be fair.
Yeah.
0-0 with Virginia United. 6-0 thumping by Capalaba. Capalaba just absolutely tore them apart.
Ouch.
Yeah. Then they beat North Brisbane 3-0, and then they beat North Brisbane 5-0. thanks to the tricky wild weather.
Yeah.
Again, North Brisbane, I believe, is anchored to the bottom of the ladder.
Yeah, I think they're relegated voluntarily now.
Pretty much, yeah.
I feel for the girls. I mean, they've obviously started the season with all good intentions. They've tried hard, and the coaching staff have tried hard. But unfortunately, as we said a few weeks ago,
someone's got to come last.
Someone's got to come last.
Yeah.
So.
And I think we'll go. I haven't penciled this in just yet, but we'll go into a quick rant. I'm sick of Football Queensland not putting enough teams into divisions. The fact that the men's is still 12.
Yep.
When it could easily be 16.
Yeah. I mean, let's take a leaf from the Victorian NPL
and New South Wales.
And the New South Wales NPL. We look like poor cousins.
I know.
It's so poor showing. It could easily be done.
And the women's?
Same.
10 teams per league? Are we serious?
Oh, but come on.
You look at Brisbane Olympic, Capalaba and Caboolture have pretty much run away with this season.
Yep.
And Olympic has tested their mettle against 3 NPL teams and have won all 3 of them so far. They could have easily competed in the NPL.
Oh, well,
you could easily move the women's league to at least 12, maybe even 14.
Yep, and make it a good, solid
make it a really decent competition.
Yeah.
You know?
And don't give me that crap where there's not enough grounds. You can accommodate 10, why not accommodate 12?
The same number of games is happening around Brisbane on the same weekends, no matter what.
Exactly.
When you think about it, like even if you just shuffle it to more teams per league, that just means less leagues. It's the same amount of games.
Same old. I just don't want to change.
Yeah.
Because they're scared of moving forward.
Yeah.
Again, Victoria and New South Wales NPLs, they walk all over us.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
We're just so poor.
Anyway. That was a quick rant. Don't worry. We've got another big one later.
Yeah.
Penn Power currently sit in 4th, that all-important 4th place position. However, Virginia, Grange, and Logan all have games in hand.
Yeah.
So that makes their place a little bit precarious.
Penn Power's neck's a little warm because they're all breathing down.
Yeah, especially Logan Lightning.
Yep.
With the new German striker, who actually, I believe, Logan Lightning played Capalaba tonight. I did not look up the result of just yet. Pause this podcast right now. Go look up that result.
Yeah.
And then tell us in the comments.
Yeah, comment and tell us, yeah.
So 14 matches played, 6 wins, 2 losses, 6 draws. Belay that. 6 wins, 2 draws, 6 losses. 25 goals for, 28 against, grand total of 20 points. So again, they're sitting in that all-important, and the other teams are definitely breathing down their neck.
Oh, yeah. So Penn Power will be desperate to win this weekend.
They will be desperate to win this weekend because they want to try.
They want to get a little bit of space, a little bit of breathing space between
them. Saturday night, prime time kickoff
at
7:15. I don't know how many people get down to their games, but hopefully quite a few.
Yeah, I hope they get quite a few too.
You know, and so that will be a very, very interesting game.
Yeah, girls deserve some home support.
Look, at the end of the day, I fully back our girls, especially coming off a win against Eastern Suburbs.
For sure.
But
for sure.
It's also been a little bit of time since we played now.
Yeah, but I've seen them take long breaks and come back so sharp anyway. Even sharper
like nothing's changed.
Before they played. You know, so...
Yeah, look, it's been a long break, but hopefully people like, you know, as I said, Vic before, Charlie, they sort of shake off the little knocks that they had.
Yeah.
Any little knocks that they had, and they're, you know, all over the training ground again. But that's probably the longest break they're ever going to have for the rest of the season.
I think so.
Because Wednesday night, 6th of August, 8:15 p.m. at Albert Bishop Park, we're playing Virginia United, one of Virginia United's game in hands. So a rescheduled game against a team we, funnily enough, haven't played yet.
No.
Because this was the rescheduled first game. We've got to play Virginia United the last game of the season, I believe.
Yes.
They've had a very, very interesting run of results as well. They lost 2-1 to Caboolture, lost 1-0 to Capalaba, drew 0 against Penn Power, as mentioned before, beat Morton City 2-1, and then got beaten by Capalaba 3-0. They also play on the weekend, of course, against Southwest Queensland Thunder. Yep. They've got to make the trip down across the Toowoomba. But beaten by some of the bigger teams, but only just.
Only just.
Really, you know, making them a little bit worried.
Yeah.
Obviously, we won't have the outcome of their Saturday match, like I said, but they currently sit in that 5th place. This is their game in hand. 5 wins, 7 losses, 1 draw, 17 goals for, 22 against. So not a massive amount of goals, but also not a massive amount of goals conceded
No, exactly
either. They
right.
seem really, really difficult to break down.
Yep. You win every game 1-0.
Yeah, exactly right. You win the league.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defenses win leagues, so
that's it.
It's going to be our job to break that down, and especially coming back from one to the other so quickly.
Correct.
Another moment where our strength and depth is really going to be tested a little bit, because then, of course, we've got to get ready for another game the next weekend, which we'll report on next weekend. So, it's going to be really, really interesting because, it's a game that we can't really sit there and pin down because we've not played them. We're meant to play them, I think, on the 31st of May or the 1st of June.
We can't afford to lose. End of story.
Oh, 100%.
Can't afford to lose.
We need to keep...
when you've got, Caboolture and Capalaba again fighting for that one spot, you can't afford to lose. No. You can't slip up.
No.
I think probably, what's there, 4 or 5 games to go?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're coming up.
I'd be happy with the next 3 out of those 5. I think we might be comfortable.
We've got Capalaba coming up. We've got Logan Lightning coming up.
Yeah, so some tough games there. So we need to win this game. And I think we will.
I think we will. I think
we have the depth, we have the talent, we have the quality.
We also got a very, very special privilege of sitting in on a video analysis.
Oh, I'd like to thank Cam and staff for allowing us to do that.
So.
It was tremendous to watch.
I don't know if we've mentioned it in the podcast yet, but we got to do it while we were at the same time as we were filming the final special episode. The video analysis that they do is quite incredible, and it's really, really good.
Yeah.
It is really, really well focused, and they go through a lot of things.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you very much for the privilege. Everyone involved in Olympic and what they've done for us so far this season.
Thank you.
But it was a privilege to watch. They clearly do their homework. They don't sit there and go, it's FQPL1, we'll turn up and we'll do well. But
what I like too, the girls were listening with intent. You could see on their face, they take this seriously. It wasn't just a bit of, let's watch some telly. The girls were great. Their response, their feedback, their questions. That shows you why it's such a good outfit.
Yeah, and one of the things I really loved about that particular one as well was they had the seniors and the 23s,
in there,
crammed into that room together. Because Cam, as he mentioned at the start, there's going to be there was a lot of players injured. There was a lot of players out for varying reasons, cup ties, what have you. That he said he was going to need every single one of them, even if it was just competition for places.
Yep.
And then the other week, or during the week, 8 academy players stepped up and did a training session with the girls. So that inclusive environment that everyone is needed, everyone is worth it. You've made it here, so we train as a team.
And we've seen those 23 girls play.
Yeah.
Some of them regular league matches and cup matches.
Yeah.
And they're great players.
Incredible players. They sort of step in don't get me wrong, there's been a couple of times where I've gone, oh God, here we go. But then they've proved me wrong within 5 minutes, almost immediately, and I've never had a problem. Even against some of the NPL teams when we played some of the
and you just go, who are you?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
So it's absolutely fantastic, that inclusive environment.
If that's the depth we have in 23s and the depth we have in academy.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
For a lot of success for the next 3 or 4 or 5 years.
Yep. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
All right. Cam, you got to stick around.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Please. All right. We'll move on to the second half, shall we?
Second half.
So in the second half, reviewing the Gold Coast Knights 1 Olympic 0 match. We didn't make it to this one. It was one of the very, very rare occasions that we didn't make it to a match. And you mentioned to me afterwards, because this happened on the Friday night, the Saturday got called off for the rain, and it was the first time this season that neither of us went to a football game over the weekend. That we missed both games, but we didn't see any games that weekend.
That was a rarity. I have to chalk that down for history.
Yeah, that was, especially this season, even when I was in Billow and you were in Toowoomba, we still managed to come back and watch a game or two.
Yep.
So
that was a weird. We had to talk to our partners. that was a weird weekend.
But thankfully, it was filmed, so we did watch it. It really seemed like it was just 2 teams that didn't want to expel too much energy, looking forward to the Oz Cup.
Yeah, I think my take on the game was we had more of the play. We seemed to attack better. We used the flanks better. And it was just a silly mistake.
It was a very terrible goal.
Silly mistake. That
don't want to be rude. A very terrible goal.
It was. And the boys knew it. As soon as it went in, they just dropped their heads. But look, that's football. It's full of luck. It's full of...
I also don't want to be. I also don't want to be rude, especially to any of the players or staff who may be watching. But that's increasingly becoming the story of our season.
Yeah,
us controlling so much measure, and at this point, we're sort of melding the Brisbane City Oz Cup match in as well. That's why there's no flags up here. If you're watching on YouTube, there's no flags here because we took them all to the game.
Yeah.
Controlling. Having so many more of the shots, having really, really good chances.
The amount of passes that we had, the amount of control we had.
Just not putting them away and then giving them one opportunity.
Yep.
Or slipping up somewhere.
As we know in football, it only takes one opportunity.
Yeah, and we like to give it to them. Tonight, especially the Australia Cup match, number one, it was really, really cool to see a lot more of the Greeks and the Olympic supporters back.
Support.
They were fantastic.
Support the Olympic family. Well done, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Magic.
Please come along to more games.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to see. Please come along.
A lot more.
So good.
And join in a little bit more song.
So
and get
good.
Olympic back to its glory days. Tonight's match was heartbreaking.
Yeah, heartbreaking. I haven't felt this down for a long, long time. I mean, even the game against South Melbourne, although we lost 3-2, I was still quite buoyant because
of how we lost and how we played.
Yeah. But tonight, I just feel I've never felt so low.
Yeah.
I just hate losing against that mob.
How we lost was brutal. We had 20 shots, I think 13 of them on target. The keeper saved every fucking one of them. On one of the football apps I use, he was given a 9.9 rating. Some of the saves he pulled off. Yeah, some of the saves he pulled off were incredible.
We had a shot hit the bar, 2 shots hit the bar.
2 shots hit the bar and went down. We had a penalty shout.
Which should have been a penalty, but
look, in my opinion, nailed on penalty. I don't understand how it wasn't, especially considering some of the other fouls that were given.
Thank you for the incompetent buffoon dressed in yellow.
Yeah,
that controlled the game, or the lack of control.
I will forgive the possible penalty shout from the on-field. The liner 100% should have seen it. I'll forgive the possible penalty shout. I'll forgive the 2 shots that ricocheted underneath the bar. Say they didn't go in. I'll even forgive the offside because we did have a goal very early on and it was considered offside. I don't understand how you can run past a player who is on the ground holding his head, not believe him, and just leave him alone. Whether you believe him or not, that is a head injury. The game needs to be stopped. That is basic 101 player welfare. This referee looked at him and ran away from him. When he finally got up, he looked at his hands and both hands were covered with blood. I truly hope, and I recognize this referee. This referee's done A-League before. I truly hope he never referees that high ever again, because if that's how he's going to treat his players, he doesn't deserve to.
And I think you think Football Australia, that's the level of player welfare? Hang your heads low, because that's a bloody disgrace. Like, you should be ashamed of yourselves
100%.
Having a referee conducting that sort of thing on a football field. Like, bloody disgraceful.
It really was. It honestly truly was. And someone else went down holding their head just before it, and he called it immediately.
Yeah.
Corey Brown had one where he went down. He took forever to get off the pitch, and they allowed them to make a sub. As soon as Louis' feet left the pitch, he was play on again.
Yeah.
He had to get strapped up. He had to get his dressing on. Like, just simple player welfare is absolutely disgraceful, and I truly hope Olympic put in a complaint. I might see if I can put in a complaint, to be fucking honest, because
absolutely shocking.
Pardon my language. It was absolutely disgraceful, just walking away from a player clutching his head. Whether you believe it or not, that is a head injury.
It is
you have to stop the game.
It is
your duty of care
to look at that. And every time a player goes down with a head injury, it is your duty of care and your responsibility to look at that player's welfare. I don't give a shit who the player is, what team he plays for, or what he is. It's your responsibility.
Like Brisbane City had to kick the ball out before he even decided to look at him. That's disgusting. Honestly, disgusting. Yeah, we'll move on. Unfortunately, if you can't tell by our demeanor, we did lose this match. So that is our cup runneth over. I think we were personally robbed. That could be red tinted glasses, but then again, the Brisbane City people who were doing the stretcher bearing also told us that immediately after they scored.
One of their best supporters told us that we were robbed.
Turned around and went,
if that's coming from their own fans, what does that tell you?
Exactly. Doesn't matter. Our beer's better.
Yeah, not wrong. Here's to Olympic.
Opa. Moving on, because that is not the end of our season. It is the end of our cup run, but there's still the NPL going on. There's still the Queensland Cup going on. And we're going to talk about both of those right now. So coming up this Sunday at Nudgee Recreation Reserve, so double away. Sorry, yes.
I just want to say something about tonight's game.
Yeah, of course.
I want to thank every player who took that field for Olympic.
Yes.
I want to thank every backroom staff from the gaffer downwards. You conducted yourselves beautifully. You played 100%. You gave everything for the fans. And I think I speak on the both of us. I am so proud.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of your performance. I'm so proud of the way you conducted yourselves. That one makes us Olympic.
Yeah.
That one makes us a truly good football club. So to all the players and staff, thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much. It might have ended here, but your performance was incredible. You might not feel like it, but you definitely did yourselves proud. You did us proud.
Yeah.
And
you'll always be here.
100%. You'll always see at least us two. It could be hailing and we'll be there with our flags held high and the banner on the pitch. So, moving on, obviously, again, to Nudgee Recreation Reserve, a place that we've been to a couple of times.
Yes, we have.
This is a 5 p.m. kickoff on a Sunday, so a double away day. Last time, this was a hard-fought 1-0 win by Academy boy Oscar Irakeje. I apologize if I've mispronounced that. Coming off the bench for Lyndon Farr and scoring in the 45th minute and holding that result.
Change his name to just Legend.
Just Legend.
Just Legend.
I believe he's known as Oski by Grosman. We call him either. That's a good year of it, didn't it?
Thanks for that.
We call him Oscar or Ozzy.
Yep.
But he also likes cheetah because he's one of his favorite animals. Yep. So he loves the cheetah as well.
He's bloody as fast as well.
He's very quick as well. Brisbane Roar Youth have had an interesting time of it. A 3-3 draw against Eastern Suburbs, then a 2-1 loss to Eastern Suburbs. Again, wild weather playing tricky. A 1-0 win over Gold Coast Knights, a 3-0 win over Gold Coast United, and then a 1-1 draw with Gold Coast Knights. So there's obviously caveats that come with the Gold Coast teams, especially. They're having a little bit of issues, both of them, for varying reasons. Yep. They're currently sitting in 10th place of the 12, so not exactly up there, but relegation is not really a threat to them because I don't believe they can be relegated.
Yeah, which is FQ.
FQ ranked number 3? It is really... No. We're stopping this one?
It's just every bloody year.
It's
sorted out.
Them and QAS in the women's NPL.
I'm sorry, you are robbing good potential teams coming up from the lower leagues to strut their stuff at a higher competition because it's a bloody academy team.
You look at...
Get your bloody act together and relegate if they need to be relegated.
You look at the women's league at the moment, FQPL 1, Olympic, Caboolture, Capalaba, all deserve to be up. One of them will miss out.
Correct.
QAS will stay there.
Oh, yeah.
And QAS, Brisbane Royal Youth, this can't be a good feeling as an academy team, especially QAS in the women's, because they are, Brisbane Royal are holding their own in some instances, but especially QAS in the women's. It can't be a good feeling.
No, of course.
Turning up, getting your ass kicked.
Every week.
Coming back, doing training, trying to do something different, trying to figure it out, go out, get your ass kicked a different way.
Yeah.
That can't be a good feeling. And as we talk about before, Victoria New South Wales, everywhere else, their academy teams can be relegated. And when they come back up, it's because they've earned promotion back up. Newcastle Jets youth won every game in the lower divisions a year or so back and earned their promotion back up to the highest division of the NPL.
Because they played as a separate entity.
And it doesn't make sense to me not to relegate them. I can't see the sense in any reason why. Like if they came up to me and said, this is why, I can't imagine a reason that would make sense.
Either money or politics.
Yeah. Anyway, sitting 10th at the moment. So 6 wins, 9 losses, a -2 in the goal difference with 21 points. Like I said, it's one of those teams you just never know what you're going to get.
Exactly right.
You never know who's playing. You never know what's going on. Brisbane Roar seniors are doing a bunch of preseason friendlies at the moment, so they might take a couple of youth players up. So we could be seeing
anybody.
We could be seeing anybody in orange, essentially.
Yeah,
that being said, the Brisbane Roar seniors, I don't know if you saw this, drew 1-1 with St. George Willawong the other day. I'm not joking you.
And they published that?
No, they didn't. I had to find it. They didn't publish it.
All goes well for a good season.
They put up a post about St. George Willawong there for the fight or something like that. I was like, yeah, that's...
Okay.
I don't even think it was at the Wong either. I'm pretty sure it was somewhere else. So you can't even sit there and go, oh, it's a hard place to go.
Oh, my goodness.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Queensland Cup semi-final against Brisbane City at Imperial Corp Stadium at 7:30 next Wednesday.
We'll be there.
We'll be there. Familiar foe of late, lost 1-0 in the league, 2-0 tonight. Both times we were easily the better team.
Oh, God, yes.
And both times they scored on a breakaway. Hard to take, especially against like the likes of them. But I think this is one that we definitely need to write.
Yeah,
this is one that we need to put to bed. We need to get this one going.
Yeah. The boys deserve it.
The boys deserve it.
Really
the gaffer deserves it. Yeah. And I think because the girls are already into the Queensland Cup final, if we win this, we can paint that entire day red.
Yep.
Women's, men's, all Olympic, all red and white. I think because that's meant to be one of the later games of the season, right? That would cap off my season.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, just being able to sit there with the Olympic boys the entire day.
Yep.
Cheering, going for it, trying to get Olympic to 2 trophies. Absolutely incredible. We are getting ahead of ourselves.
Good feeling though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good feeling, imagining, isn't it? Yeah. So Brisbane City obviously beat us 1-0 in the league, then lost to Wynnum Wolves 4-3. Beat St. George Willawong, beat Lions 4-2. Now, you actually mentioned that to me when they beat Lions. You went, oh, now I'm a little bit worried. And I was like, no, that was a fluke.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've figured a way to get, because they're not playing well.
No, they're not playing well.
Again, maybe red-coloured glasses, but they aren't playing well, but they're managing to win games.
Yeah. I mean, that midfield of Brisbane City tonight, so many balls just went astray. I mean, the amount of times we played right through them. And Louis just picked them up as if they were just strays.
Yep.
It was shocking. They were kicking the ball out in the full. The keeper kicked the ball out in the full. I don't know. And they're just lucky. They're just bleeding lucky because they're not playing well at all.
They're not. Then we were all over that game from the very first minute. Anyway, this is another a big cup game, so league form goes out the window. However, we will touch on it. Brisbane City are currently in 8th place with 7 wins and 8 losses from their 18 games, 35 for, 36 against. So again, they do leak. They do clearly leak
for sure
goals and things like that, and they have been lucky. They have managed to get through some of these games, but whether it's just pure luck or they're earning their luck, they're figuring out how to make it is the other story. But frustrating, but ultimately that's football.
That is football.
Whether we love it, hate it, find it very cruel, find it very beautiful, it is what it is, and to a degree that's why we watch.
A couple of podcasts ago when the A-League released that promotion many moons ago.
Yes, yeah.
90 minutes, 90 emotions.
I still love that tagline.
I think that's one of the most important taglines in this football game of ours.
Yeah.
And every minute is a different emotion.
Yeah.
And that's why Dan will love it.
Yeah. So. We will touch on the Australia Cup. Unfortunately, Penn Power out after losing to A-League outfit Western Sydney Wanderers 3-0. Gold Coast Knights are out after losing to Auckland, another A-League club, 5-0? 5-0,
I believe, yeah.
And then Brisbane City obviously prevailed tonight, winning 2-0. They play Olympic Kingsway at Brisbane City. And I think that might be a game we might have to slip on some green and
I'll be definitely on some green.
Go support our Olympic brothers.
I won't be wearing blue, that's for sure.
It's obviously a Greek-based team based in Perth.
Yep.
They just beat Melbourne Victory, so clearly a team with some pedigree about them. Liam Boland actually plays for Olympic Kingsway, and he is, I believe, the top goal scorer of the Australia Cup since
in Australia Cup history. He is the
which is insane.
It is insane
when you think about the A-League clubs that are there as well. Like, it is insane.
Quality players. But Liam, you watch him play?
Yeah, he's incredible.
He's amazing to watch.
He's incredible.
Oh,
so
such a good talent.
So that'll be really, really fun. If any Olympic Kingsway fans are watching.
I think he plays at Brisbane City. Once he went in front of a contract.
Yeah. Can I have your autograph, sucker?
You now play for Olympic.
We've got a guest room. Don't worry about it. So yeah, if there are any Olympic Kingsway fans watching, don't worry. You'll have two fans there.
Yeah, we'll be there for you. Don't worry about that. We'll be cheering the lads on.
Yeah, we'll see if we can sucker some of the other guys in.
Yeah,
see if
for sure.
I don't think there's a couple of guys that won't wear green because that's what Panathinaikos wears. But we'll see what we can do.
Yeah. Maybe just excuse them of the day.
Yeah, exactly right. But unfortunately, again, that's football. Another cup run is over. It did not go the way we wanted it to, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you once again for tuning in and continuously tuning in, continuously supporting us.
Yeah, really appreciate your support this season.
So, thank you very much.
The two crazy lads who just do what they love.
Just two people that wanted to find someone to put their crazy.
Yeah, and we found it.
We found a place.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Fellow
much.
crazies.
Make sure that you get down to one of the games. There's a Saturday game at AJ Kelly. There's a Sunday game at Nudgee Recreational Reserve. I understand both of them in North Brisbane. See if you can make the effort.
Yep.
And then, of course, there's the two Wednesday night games. We will be going to the Queensland Cup semi-final.
You bet.
Wish the girls all the best of luck on their game. But the Queensland Cup semi-final is a bigger game, unfortunately. So we'll be going to that one. Make sure that you get down to an Olympic game. Get your red and white on.
Definitely.
Go Olympic.
Go Olympic.